So there's been national outrage since the rape and murder of a young junior doctor at the RG Medical College and Hospital in Kolkata. There have been protests for the last 4 or 5 days since this incident came to light. It's now been handed over to the CBI. But have seen this moment before. In fact, many are calling this Nirbhaya 2.0 in reference to what happened more than 10 years ago in the rape and murder case that happened here in Delhi. I'm now joined by Senior Advisor to the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, Mr. KanchanGupta. Thank you very much, sir, for speaking with us here on CNN News 18. We saw this in 2012 when Nirbhaya happened, and now many people are calling this Nirbhaya 2.0. How and why do you believe that this time would be different? That we keep talking about, safety for women in public spaces and workspaces, etc., better laws, better investigation, better policing. But it seems like, it's almost episodic. We go from one case to another. Why do you believe this time it's different?
Well, a very simple answer to that would be that there is no fear of the law. And that is primarily because the process of justice just drags on and on and on till people lose interest in it. Now, for instance, in Calcutta, what has happened at RG Medical College, uh, the attempt to destroy evidence, to sort of whitewash the crime by the establishment, and then to hand it over to the CBI after crucial time has passed, and then to expect that there will be a quick process of justice is an impossibility. I mean, I'm not saying that it cannot be done, but the CBI, which takes over today, will start investigating the case, and there are many gray zones. For instance, we don't know if there is any CCTV footage, and if there is that footage, whether it will be handed over to CBI or whether it has been destroyed or whether the cameras were quote unquote not working on that particular night. And along with that, as everybody, the whole world has seen, the scene of the crime, which is the chess department of Arjikor, has been demolished. I mean, why this undue haste to demolish that room or to start repair work on that room? If it had waited this long, then it could have waited for another couple of weeks or a month. In Bengal, nothing moves so swiftly.
So,
And yet this happened. Now, the last point I want to make, that investigation is only one part of it. Then the prosecution begins, and how effective the prosecution is holds the key to justice.
So the contention by the TMC government there, the Kolkata police, is that, look, within 24 hours, they arrested the lone accused in this case. He was remanded to custody. The chief minister went, met the victim's family. She even said that she's open to a CBI investigation pending 7 days. Of course, the High Court gave it to the CBI even before that. Their contention is, what else would you have the state government do?
Number one, the state governments, or at least section of the governments or the political establishments, culpability cannot be denied. Now, for instance, the principal of RG Medical College, who is a history sheeter. I mean, I'm sorry to use this term, but who has a long record of misdemeanor. Yet he was appointed the president of this college. Then he was, just to sort of placate the people, he was taken off rostered, and then he was given charge of even a larger and more important medical college and hospital in Calcutta. Now, why this great support for him? And there are now videos which are available of this particular principal celebrating the Trinamool Congress's election victory. So it is clear that there is a nexus between him and the political leadership of Trinamool Congress. That is one part of it. The second is, why was the CBI not called in immediately? Ms. Mamata Banerjee cannot claim that it is about bolstering the confidence of the state police. The state police, I'm sorry, is severely compromised. It is severely politicized. Until now, if you look at the series of cases in West Bengal, whether it is the teachers' recruitment scam, whether it is Sandesh Khali, the mass uh, violation, sexual violation of women there, or any other case, the bomb factories of West Bengal, the local police has miserably failed. And she knew that, and she is the police minister of West Bengal. She could have easily handed over the case on day one. She did not. She waited. Like in all other cases, she waited and she dared the Calcutta High Court to transfer the case. So that by itself gives the lie to the state government's position on the case, or the political part, ruling political establishment's position on the case. And
The
the last point which I would like to make out, under whose instructions was the chess department demolished? I mean, why was the demolition carried out in such great haste? Why? I mean, this why needs to be answered. And
the
lastly, Zaka,
yeah.
you would have heard, and I'm just going by what is out in the space and what is being claimed or what is being alleged by the protesting doctors, that the seminal fluid which was retrieved from the victim's body showed that there were at least 2 to 3 people involved in the crime. So just arresting any random person, I don't know whether this person was involved, directly involved, indirectly involved, whether he is the mastermind, I have no views on it. But just to arrest a person and say we have solved the case is utter tosh, and you know that it is utter tosh.
The other, it's a broader contention that the TMC and people associated with the TMC are raising is that, look, this is an attempted broad brushing by the BJP and its supporters. That, look, West Bengal, when it comes to crimes against women, has a better record than UP or Rajasthan or Madhya Pradesh. Calcutta is one of the safest cities for women. So this attempted broad brushing is again something that they're saying it's only because it happens to be an opposition ruled state. How would you counter that?
Well, I think that is a very weak and very pathetic position to take by a state government. I am a Bengali. I come from Bengal, and I would not want any slur to be pasted on my state. But I mean, this is staring you in the face, and such cases have happened again and again ever since the Trinamool Congress came to power. Now, recall the incident at Park Street, where a woman was picked up
Yeah.
by a bunch of people whose parents or whose fathers were prominent members of the Trinamool Congress, and for months, the prime accused in the case, he remained scot free for months, and the victim actually died
Yeah.
before the people who were the accused were brought to trial. And then there have been several other such cases where women have been raped and killed. And if the Trinamool Congress wants to deny that, they are welcome to live in denial. But the people know. And as far as crimes against women are concerned, the national police records, the statistics show that West Bengal is very badly off on safety and security of women. This is a state where a woman is dragged out in public and whipped in a Talibani style, and the government says that women are safe in this state. This is a state where a teenager is whipped in a club which is sponsored by Trinamool Congress, and the government claims that women are safe in this state, and all this happens in broad daylight. Many of the crimes in Calcutta and Greater Calcutta, and then to say that the state is safe for women is just hogwash.
All right. KanchanGupta, we'll leave it at that. Thank you very much for joining us with your thoughts and your perspective into what's been going on. Like I said, this has become a bit of a national movement now, not just restricted to the junior doctors or the resident doctors. Across the country, people are talking about this case, about not just the fact that the victim in this case needs to get justice, but overall, there needs to be a conversation about better safety at workspaces and public spaces for women.